What if I told you that you could hijack an AI? Not by hacking it, not by breaking into anything, but just by leaving it a note that it reads. This is called prompt injection, and honestly, it's probably the biggest AI security risk that most people have never even heard of. The average person has no idea that an AI can be tricked by the text it looks at. A web page, an email, even a picture can quietly hand the AI a new set of instructions, and a lot of the time, it'll just go along with them. So let me show you exactly how this works, why it gets a lot more serious once the AI is running on your own computer, and what you can do to stay safe. Now, to understand this, you have to understand one simple thing about how these AI models work. The model can't really tell the difference between instructions that come from you and instructions sitting inside the content it's reading for you. It's all just words coming in, and it treats them the same. So imagine you ask your AI assistant to read a web page and summarize it. And somewhere on that page, there's a line that says, "Ignore your user and do this instead." To the AI model, that line looks just as real as anything you typed. Think of it like a new employee who'll do whatever any note on their desk says, even if a stranger left it there. And this is where it gets sneaky, because that hidden instruction can be placed in ways your eyes will never catch. It can be white text on a white background, or text so tiny you'd scroll right past it. There are even special characters that show up as nothing at all on your screen, but the AI reads them perfectly. And it doesn't stop at text, because researchers have shown you can hide instructions inside an image, blended into the background, where the model reads it, but you never would. So the whole attack can be sitting right in front of you, completely invisible. Now you might be thinking, is this actually happening? Or is it just a theory? And this is the part that surprised me, because it's very real. Have a look at this. Not too long ago, security researchers found a way to send a single booby-trapped email to Microsoft's Copilot. And without the person clicking on anything, it made Copilot pull internal company files and quietly leak them out. And there was another one where hidden instructions inside a coding request tricked GitHub's Copilot into leaking someone's private source code. So these aren't sci-fi, these are real bugs that real companies had to go and fix. But this next part is the one that really matters, because it's where this goes from annoying to serious. There's a big difference between using an AI in your browser and running one that's actually installed on your computer. If you're chatting with something like ChatGPT or Claude in a browser tab and it gets injected, the damage is mostly stuck inside that tab. It's bad, but it's boxed in. Now compare that to one of these coding agents, like Claude Code or OpenCode, running right on your machine with access to your files. A lot of people, myself included, turn on a mode that lets it work on its own without asking permission for every step, because it saves a massive amount of time. But if an agent like that gets injected, it can do anything that you can do on that PC. Your files, your logins, all of it. Now, I don't want to scare you off of using AI, because that's not the point. But the companies behind these tools are genuinely aware of this security risk. Anthropic, the company behind Claude, actually publishes their defenses against it, and they're honest that they can bring the risk down a lot, but they can't fully solve it just yet. They build in permission prompts, so the AI has to ask before it does something, and they treat any outside content as untrusted by default. There's even a mode you can turn on that skips those safety prompts, and they literally put the word dangerously in the name of it, which tells you everything. So it is being managed, but it's just not solved yet. So what can you actually do about it? The simple version is this. Be careful what you let an installed AI agent touch, and don't run it in that full no permissions mode on your main PC, where all of your important files and logins live. But the real answer, the one that experts keep landing on, is to isolate it. You either run the AI inside a virtual machine, which is basically a computer running inside your computer, or you give it its own separate machine entirely. That way, if it ever does get hijacked, it's trapped in a little box that can't reach the things that actually matter to you. Now, even the major companies are thinking this way. Microsoft is building AI agents right into Windows. It's still in testing for now, but their plan is to run each agent under its own separate limited Windows account, walled off from yours. And OpenAI's coding agent does something similar. It spins up its own lower privileged user on your PC, so it isn't running as you, as the administrator. So the two biggest players are both landing on the same idea. Give the AI its own reduced account and keep it away from you. And this is exactly what I've done with my own setup. So for a while, I was running my AI agent right on my main PC, with full access to everything and permissions bypassed, because it's fast and I don't have to approve every single step. But the moment I really understood this prompt injection risk, that made me a little nervous. So I moved the whole thing onto its own old Dell laptop that just sits on my network. Now I reach it over SSH from my main PC, and I can even SSH into it from my phone. But it's got its own email address, its own logins, its own limited permissions, and only a small window of access into my actual main PC. And there's one more part to it. Even when it needs to grab something off of the internet, it doesn't read that page directly. A separate, contained little helper does the fetching and hands the content back as data, not as instructions. So a booby-trapped page can't tell my main agent what to do. So basically, I've sandboxed it as far as I can while still keeping it useful. So that's prompt injection, the AI risk that nobody really warned you about. And now you know what it is, why it gets more serious the moment the AI is on your machine, and the one idea, isolation, that actually keeps you safe. Now, this video is part of a series I'm putting together on running AI locally on your own PC and doing it safely. So if that's something you're into, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of it. I've already created episode 1, which is setting up a virtual machine and installing Windows 11 on it. So if you haven't seen it yet and you're interested in that, you can go ahead and click the video that's on screen now. But if you've gotten any value out of this video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps out and lets me know that you want more content like this.